Good afternoon and welcome one and all. You join us for this match between Sri Lanka and India. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the one and only Lord Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions. And you'll be looking at plenty of runs on this pitch, not much fun for the bowlers. Weather-wise, absolutely perfect conditions, not a cloud in the sky.
Thanks, David. Let's now head down to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
India choose to bat first. Not a surprise to anyone, I'd think. Certainly a good toss to win. Now it's up to the openers to prove the captain right.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield. This could be trouble.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Wait. Yep.
Chance!
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Wait there.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
Keeper.
Good return, back from the deep.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Got right in behind it.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Over. India are none for 9. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Catch it.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Yep.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. This is everything.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Catch it.
Super shot, that.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
14 runs added there. India are none for 23. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Wasn't a bad ball, got it short enough, but they were onto it so early. Pivoted onto the back foot and punched it away behind square.
Wait there.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper.
The third was there, they would have made it easily. They've instead opted to play it safe. Maybe a little too safe.
Yep.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Timed it nicely.
Yep.
They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Good return back from the deep. That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. Sri Lanka are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bowler.
Wait. Yep.
They'll get at least 1. Quick onto that in the infield. Good pick-up. Big chance.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Captain!
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Captain!
Yep.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. India are 1 for 44. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Just strayed a little bit to the leg side, and that's been thrashed away through the onside.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Keeper.
Misjudged that throw, and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Great work. Didn't look like getting anywhere near that initially.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Bowler!
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score. Nice shot.
Well, that's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Bowler is confident on this one. Looks like it's doing too much. No surprise if that's the case, as we see the review.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Well, it's hitting in line.
Gill was confident of a not-out decision and fully justified in taking that review.
Yep. Keeper.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survived what would have been a certain run-out.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Well bowled.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Now, there would have been a few hearts in mouths in the crowd, but somehow they managed to make their ground with a dive.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up. Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Super shot.
It drifted onto the onside, helped into the gap, and down to the boundary.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
For 101.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Massive chance.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it. A couple on offer here. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Going with pace now. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Well bowled.
This could be trouble.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the keeper felt a bit hard done by there. In the end, it'll just go down as byes.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Go!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Keepers! No!
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. and let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Middle that one. Great timing.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
End of what seemed a very long over. Not the best bowling I've ever seen. Time to refocus and get back to basics. Nice shot.
Yep.
Runs possible. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Right off the middle of the bat.
Just waited on it, got given a bit of width and launched it all the way.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep, yep. Wait. Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Yep.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery. Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
128.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Well placed, should get a single. Hit that hard, nailed it.
That's a very good hook shot. Onto the shorter ball quickly and hit that well over the boundary.
18 runs added there. India are 5 for 136. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Misses everything.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Power and precision in that shot.
Well, this is why you need to be so precise as a bowler. Didn't do much wrong, but it's been hammered for 4 anyway.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
They'll get at least 1. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
And that's the end of the innings. Sri Lanka have been set a target of 148 runs. This is a massive total to chase. You have to stay positive, but the openers are going to have to get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in. Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Wait there.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Waiting.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything.
That was just a coat of paint away from hitting the wickets. Great bowling, deserved better.
4 runs added there. Sri Lanka are 1 for 14.
Yep.
Nicely played.
Well, not going to hang around if that's any indication. Picking up 4 from your first ball.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Couldn't get it through the field. getting on the drive.
Nice bowling.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Edge, unplayable. That's just outrageous.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
The captain going with an aggressive field.
Yeah.
Finds the edge.
Bowlers in.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep, yep. Keeper.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yeah.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. A direct hit, and this could be gone. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Going with spin now.
Is coming into the attack.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Armstrong has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Great shot through the gap.
Bowler!
A couple on offer here.
A few moves made in the field.
Thick edge.
Armstrong shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Confident appeal. Could it be?
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Hasaranga will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep.
Plays it nice and late. Might beat them to the third man boundary. A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Yeah.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Full and good night. Just leant on that. Didn't have to do much and got 4.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot,
Yep.
the reward will eventually come.
Keepers in.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs. Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah.
Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there. A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Good bit of timing there.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yeah.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
All the signs that they're reading the ball well. Guided it away off the back foot to the boundary rope.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down. Straight to the fielder.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Super shot that.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. Singh, the left armour, is the new bowler from the north end. Singh from the north end.
Yeah.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Oh, that is a great catch.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the striker early on as they get settled.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. There'll be runs here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Decisive running might have got them 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Good shot. A beauty.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Over. Sri Lanka are 4 for 85. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Drives and misses everything.
Hasaranga shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yep, yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
The third was there. They would have made it easily. They've instead opted to play it safe. Maybe a little too safe.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Cracking shot for 6. Closing in on their half century and really looking good out there.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep. They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
A great over and a good chance that's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters.
Yep.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
Yep, yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
You're looking for anything when it comes to a free hit as a batter. Just need to wait on it.
Yep.
Great shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle and it raced to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary. A poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Yep.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard. Huge edge!
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Singh shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Edged, unplayable. End of the over, 31 off it. Sri Lanka are 5 for 135.
India bring it home in a close one. So many twists and turns. I think the best team won in the end, but what a fantastic match.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.